All right, between work and church and the weather, finally getting this thing out for its maiden voyage. So we're gonna hit the road in just a few minutes, and then hopefully get some slime on this thing and get some fish in the boards. Well, we're heading out to Tonka State Park. I'm gonna put in there and play around and check this new Outback out on his maiden voyage. I don't think you could ask for a better morning. Last Saturday we had sleet and a little bit of snow mixed in with 35-degree temps. Today it's got to be 60 degrees right now. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. So it never fails. You get about halfway into the drive. In this case, it's only a 30-mile drive. So I got about 15 miles to go. But then you start thinking, did I remember to bring this? Did I remember to bring that? This being my first maiden voyage on this Outback, I'm sure I forgot something, but we'll find out. I've got my poles, which is the important part. I'm more of a crappie fisherman than I am a bass fisherman. I joined the Moyak series, the Missouri Kayak and Fishing series, mainly to give them some support, but to meet up with some guys as well. They had the Lake of the Ozarks tournament last weekend, but I had church commitments and some other commitments that I had to do for the shooting range that I'm a board member of. So I couldn't make the fishing tournament, but I did get up there to meet some of the guys. But crappie, I love crappie. So if we catch some crappie today, I'm sure that'll come home with me. All right, so we're out on the water. It was a rough one to get out here. The C-Tug broke within the first 25 feet. But I'm at Tonka State Park. I'm hoping my back GoPro's on too so you can see some of the views. It's beautiful here. Unfortunately, it seems like the water's a little low, and the so-called kayak ramp that was over there, oh man, it ain't good for carting. If it's a 40 or 50 pound kayak, it's good, but I should have went to a boat ramp. Lesson learned. I won't put in here. There's some docks that I'm going to have to try to get out because there's no way I can get out up there with this cart acting the way it is. But so while we're here, we're just going to have to play around and see if I can catch some fish and try this thing out. This is the maiden voyage, so I really don't have any pedal time behind this at all. So I'm trying to play around with it and make sure I've got everything set up. There's a natural spring, I don't know, maybe a quarter mile up. There's no fishing in there, so I don't want to take the chance of going in there with poles on my yak and having conservation guys write me up. Stick. Oh. There it is. Thank you. So I'm a bank fisherman most of my life. I've got to love how easy it is to cruise up onto a snag and get it loose and save your lure. I was born and raised right off the Yakima River in Washington State. Did some fishing in the Columbian and the Snake, but all by bank. I joined the military and The guys in the barracks had a boat. Kind of fell in love with fishing off a boat, but never could really afford it. I guess, not that I couldn't afford it, I just never really wanted to spend the money on it, I guess. And then about 4 or 5 years ago, we went to some friends in Cotter, Arkansas. I spent the day one day on the white and one day on the buffalo. But the day that we spent on the buffalo, I spent it on a kayak fishing. And the fishing wasn't great, but the experience was awesome. And then I guess I was kind of hooked after that. I started watching all these YouTube videos and deciding which one I want to buy. I think what I am going to do is get some more pedal time. Since it is the maiden voyage, try to scoot around here some, right? This is my daughter's crappie pole. Bust some seeds over. Bust some seeds open. Go somewhere. Now I will say, just a little turn on the handle for steering. Really moves it. Yes, honey, I did bring water too. My wife said, make sure you bring lots of water. So it seems to scoot pretty efficiently. It's dry. It's a lot drier than the Old Town. I can't even think of the name of it now. It's a little 10-foot one. But it seemed like as soon as you open the door to put the propeller down, you get water all in your hole. If you're 200 pounds. I just need to make up my mind if I'm going to try for crappie or bass. Little one. No skunk at least. Yeah, little bluegill. Alright. First fish. Huh? No skunk. No skunk here. My view instead of me not catching fish. broke it. Broke it off. Broke it off. Broke it off. So Tonka was a bust as far as getting in and out of that lake because they didn't have a boat ramp. This is the Larry R. Gale access. I just want to check it out real quick. I'm not going to put in because it's already in the afternoon. I'm going to head home. But the lady at the state park office said that they have a boat ramp over here. So this is what we're going to check out real quick. This is the boat ramp. This will work. I can actually walk it all the way down and back up. The Joker is steep, man. That's a steep pull for my heavy kayak, but I could definitely follow out this way. So I'm at home. I got the kayak back on the storage cart. I wasn't even going to post a video just because there was no fish caught besides that bluegill on camera, and then I caught another one off camera. But I did spend 4 hours out on the Outback. My GoPro batteries died, both of them. The extended on my Session, and then just the standard one on my 4 Black while I was out. But lessons learned. The original mod that I did to the cart, to the C-Tug cart, would have worked better than when I changed it out. What happened was, so the mod that I originally did had the insulation pipe foam. It was a lot thinner, and then someone mentioned that it was oil based and it could damage the Outback. So I might as well go to a pool noodle. Well, the pool noodle, I went to a large, and it was, I should have tested it before I swapped it, because before I went to the large, the small insulation pipe foam worked perfect on the cart. I mean, I was going over bumps and everything else. This sucks. It kept flipping the cart. I ended up cutting it off with my knife and just using the cart just on the pads. But you can see right here, I mean, it flipped it into the, I was on smooth gravel, kind of a gravel pavement, paved trail, and it flipped it and just rubbed right every time. I was like, holy cow. So it was terrible first use of that cart, but I'm going to go ahead and put the smaller pipes back on it and go to that. Also, so I have the Keel Easy on it and the 100-mile-an-hour tape, Gorilla tape. The Keel Easy, I mean, looks pretty good. You can see some nicks. I did hit some big rocks, and it did get scuffed up on the bottom. So you can see the Keel Easy is here, and then look at this is the Gorilla tape, 100-mile-an-hour tape. It shredded it. Hopefully you can see better. And that's one use. This is the first use. So this stuff is done. And of course, this, it'll stay on. I'm happy with that. Oh, what else? This sucks. I definitely got to get the PA clips. Of course, I didn't lose it because I had it tethered, but it was okay. This is one heavy beast. There's no doubt in my mind. This pull cord worked perfect. What had happened was the smaller one that we did, it ended up breaking on both sides. So I'm actually going to take this one off. This one's perfect though, pretty strong and works because it's a D-loop connection, where this one didn't really have a D-loop connection. It's not the maker's fault. It's just my kayak's heavy and is just heavier than this one could handle. So I'll be getting an upgrade to make another loop like this, I think, in the future. What else? I think that was it. You can see in the back of the 100-mile-an-hour tape as well from the rear. They got cut up, and then this one just got peeled. All in all, I had fun. It was a good day. The sun was out, as you can see in the videos. Just no fish, so it really wasn't a fishing video. But hopefully I'll get back out there. Tonka, I probably won't go put in there again. I'll go to another place that's got better boat ramps and a little bit easier to put this in. I call it a beast. I mean, the PA is even heavier than this, and there's other ones that are probably even heavier than this, but I had it loaded down. I think I had too much stuff in there as well. I could have done without, but it was fun. I had a good time. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll get some better action in the future. Once again, keep your thoughts and prayers out for the soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines, and for what they do. Thanks again. Bye.